Hello, you lovely lot. And welcome to Topicopedia, the podcast that's basically like Nicole's search history. Weird, unpredictable, and slightly concerning if the police ever saw it.
Well, please, like yours is any cleaner. One Google search away from the FBI turning up at your door asking about home taxidermy for beginners.
For educational purposes only. Anyway, episode 173 is here, and we've got our belter lined up.
We'll be reading out your feedback, diving into this week's most notable news stories, and brace yourselves for some of the most disturbing Reddit confessions. Honestly, they'll make Uncle Jerry look like a model citizen.
Yeah, but Jerry isn't a model citizen. He's the reason Neighbourhood Watch for his meetings exist.
True. And we've got this week's unsolved mystery, the infamous, how do you say this? Polybius arcade game. Was it aliens, secret government experiments, or just Steve smashing buttons in the corner hoping to get a high score?
I always get a high score. That's a spoiler for you.
Only in Tetris. And only because no one else plays anymore.
Anyway, moving on. We'll also be giving each other some beautifully unhelpful advice. Perfect if you want to ruin your week in record time.
Plus the usual triple threat, Urban Dictionary word of the week, meme of the week, and our legendary joke of the week.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be naughty. It's definitely going to be the reason Jerry keeps tuning in from his shed with a pair of binoculars.
Oh, God. Okay, let's get into this before it gets any more weird. Yes. Hi.
Hello. Nice of you to accompany me here again this week.
Well, I couldn't not really, could I? I brought the prep.
That's how the podcast tends to work.
Yeah, quite often. So anyway, I mean, how has your week been?
Yeah, it's been good, thanks.
Good.
It's been uneventful.
Oh, honestly, uneventful's the best.
You know what it is, what it's like though. Like the day's getting shorter.
It's lovely, isn't it?
No, I hate it. Next week I'll wake up in the morning for work and it'll be dark.
Yeah,
and it's all downhill from there. And you know what? Yesterday I left the house and I was kind of a bit like, oh, maybe I should have brought a jacket or a jumper with me.
Oh. See, I like the cozy season, as you know. You see seasonal depression, and I don't see seasonal depression until the 1st of January. So I'm all right for a spell. Yeah, soon as Christmas and New Year's out of the way, boom, life is shit. And I hate winter and I hate everything. Can we have Easter, please? You know?
No, I just don't want summer to end. That's how I am.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. I'm not going to lie. I'm in my element at the moment. Still a bit warm upstairs, mind. Still a bit toasty in my bedroom where I'm recording from my soft office. But yeah. I wish I could say that my week had been uneventful, but I'm not really allowed to tell you a lot of it, so I won't.
Well, that doesn't make much good listening, does it?
It doesn't. No, I'm trying to think if there is something I can... Oh, there is. I've got something juicy I can tell you, actually. Cool. So, you know, I had a cleaner.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I don't want to slag her off too much because she did do a really good job, but she became increasingly less reliable. And sort of at the start of start of the holidays, she let me down and then just ghosted me. And so that was the end of that. So I had to find a new cleaner, which I went the same route I went last time. There's a local women's group on Facebook that is massive, like enormous. And I put a post on that. Loads of people replied. And there was one particular lady who had been recommended by two separate people. So I thought, yeah, go on then.
Double recommendation.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So I messaged her and we had a chat. And, I said what I wanted. I said I wanted an hour and a half to do my kitchen and bathroom. I said what terrible trouble I'd had with my, last cleaner and her communication, blah, 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 blah. Excellent. Yeah, no problem. I can do that. No problem. And we arranged the day and everything. And she reiterated it to me several times that she was coming at 12 o'clock. on the 4th. And then the night before, she sort of messaged to say she was coming at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, I know. I fucking know. Don't panic. Anyway, so it gets to 10 to 12 and she messages me and says, I'm on my way to you. I'm about 20 minutes away. And I thought, all right, well, as long as she does the full time and she has let me know, I don't mind. 10 minutes isn't the end of the world, is it?
Nope.
So, that sort of came and went. And eventually my doorbell goes at past. And
Okay.
I thought, right, okay. And she comes in and she says, I've already been here for 10 minutes, but the doctor called me. And I thought, okay, where's the sorry? It's got nothing to do with me. Why you were, only starting now. I thought that was a bit of a weird way to start, but okay. So anyway, I showed her what, the rooms, and she was like, yeah, no problem at all. I'll start that now. So off she went, and she kept coming down for the first thing was an upsell. She was trying to upsell. So she was doing my bathroom first. And she comes down and she says, you need a deep clean in there. And I thought, fucking hell, is it that bad? Is it really? Oh my God, I'm a bit mortified, really taken back. She said, yeah. She said, the grout in your shower is pink. And she said, I can't get that clean with a normal clean. You're going to need a deep clean. And I said, I said, well, it's because of my hair dye. I said, there's absolutely no point deep cleaning it because it will be pink again the next time you come. And she was a bit like, oh, right. Oh, okay. And I thought, and also if you spray flash bleach on it and leave it for half an hour, it does go. But I thought I won't because some cleaners don't like to use bleach, do they? So I thought, fair enough. It is quite a strong chemical. So, off she went and she said, as long as you're happy with that and not expecting it to be white. And I was like, no, it's absolutely fine. So off she went. And I was quite busy myself doing all my snake jobbies. And she comes down and she says, right, I'm off now. And I was like, oh, okay. And off she went. So, I finished off what I was doing. I did make a note of the time that she left. And
1:30.
not much after that, to be fair. Yeah, and I didn't really think much of it. And then I finished up. I went up to the bathroom, and it is clean. I'll give it that. It was bloody clean. However, it was nice and tidy when she arrived, and she left it with stuff everywhere.
Oh, dear.
She'd taken my stuff off of shelves to clean them, and then not really put it back. And it was an absolute mess. We actually have like a shelf each in the corner. So Adam's got his and then I've got mine in the middle and then Luzer's got... Oh, sorry, it's the other way around. Luzer's... Anyway, whatever. And she'd taken it all off and obviously didn't know where to put it back. But it was like strewn all over the place. And I just thought, I've now got to tidy up after you. Like, your non-slip mat that you have in the bath or the shower?
Yeah.
She'd taken that and stuck it to the wall, which, to be fair, I do that when I'm cleaning as well. But she hadn't put it back, which I thought was a bit weird.
Yeah.
It was left stuck to the wall. And there was some hair left in the bottom of the bath. I thought, well, that's not the best. So I rinsed it out and I put the mat back. And then, of course, where I'd peeled the mat off the wall, there was more hair stuck to the wall under the mat. So I thought, well, that's a bit annoying, actually. So she'd also, right...
So how long did you book it for? An hour?
An hour and a half.
Oh, an hour and a half. So it should have been like 2 o'clock she left.
Yeah. So... Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay.
So they're tiny. My bathroom and my kitchen are the same size. They are absolutely minuscule. I mean, my friend who's a cleaner has also said, if I had an hour, she said, I think an hour and a half is probably too long to do your rooms. And I'm like, bloody hell. Okay, well, good to know I wasn't expecting miracles. So anyway, it was clean though. There's one of the things she just... Oh, it just really annoyed me. This is going to sound so petty.
Go on. But, we love a bit of petty.
It is a bit petty, but it really irritated me. So you get a packet of 9 toilet roll, right? Now, I've got one of those standalone toilet roll holder things that sort of has the little, it's like one that stands in the middle of the room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got enough room to store like 3 whole toilet rolls and then one that you're using on the top, right?
Yeah.
And the rest, so I always have 3 in the thing, and then the rest is still in the packet, and I put it like behind the bin, which is next to the toilet, right? Because it's out of the way, and it's fine there because I don't want it everywhere. And she'd taken them, there were 6 left, and she'd taken them out of the packet, put as many as she could on the holder, and then stacked the rest on top of like a little bench that I've got. And I thought, no, what the fuck are you doing?
You might want to sit on that bench. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. I've actually got other things on there. And it just looked a mess. It just looked really cluttered. And then she'd taken... put a brand new toilet roll on the holder, and the one that still had a little bit left on, she'd folded the ends ever so neatly into a point and used a branded sticker of her business to stick it down, and then put it on the back of my toilet where I've got these little like plants, and she'd like balanced it on top of these little plants, and I just thought, what the fuck do I want that for? So anyway, that's completely bloody useless. So anyway, whatever. I spent a solid 10 minutes tidying up, and then because I felt so shamed into it, I then cleaned with bleach the pink grouts because she'd come and made such a point of it. Anyway, then I went downstairs and I went into the kitchen, and now she did say to me, I've only done half the kitchen, all right? And I thought, okay, this isn't ideal, but we'll see. As long as she's done the main bits,
yeah,
I can live with it, right? Main bits being wiping down the surfaces and the floor and the sink, right?
Yeah.
The rest of it, I can live. Right. I could see that she'd wiped down the glass hob of the oven.
Okay.
And I could see that she'd cleaned the floor.
Okay.
That was it.
Oh, was that it?
Now, the sink was actually disgusting. Like, it properly, vilely disgusting. And it was by far, out of the 2 rooms, the job that needed doing the most. It was absolutely awful. And she'd left it. And I'm just like, why? Why would you leave? It was empty. I always leave it tidy for the cleaner. I don't want the cleaner tidying. I want them to spend their time actually cleaning, So I always make sure things are tidy. There's never dishes in the sink. There's never dishes on the drainer. It's always clear so that she can just come along and do the job, And then I've sort of noticed that things are missing. Not that she's stolen them, but I'm finding them in odd places. She's found new homes for things that... and I'm finding them later on, and I'm getting so angry. Like, where the fuck is my whatever? Where the fuck is this? And then I find it, and I'm like, well, why would you do that?
Well,
it's not your fucking house.
You know what? That's part of being an adult. The supermarkets love to do it to you.
Yeah.
Constantly move shit round. Just, it's like a hunt.
They do.
Anything to
when
waste
it's in
your time.
Own house, though, when it's in your home, it should be fucking there where you found it.
It's like finders keepers.
Well, anyway, so...
do you remember that TV show?
Vaguely.
Neil Buchanan.
So I was talking to Holly about it later on, and she was getting very angry on my behalf. I needed that day. I needed a bit of rage.
You
and
needed
she said,
the rage, okay.
Yeah, I said, and she was half an hour late, and she said, so what time did she come? I said, 12:30. She went, and what time did she leave? And I went, 10 to 2. Oh my God. And then it just dawned on me. Like, it hadn't dawned on me. I was like, she didn't finish, and she left 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not okay. So until then, I was we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just because it's the first clean. And to be fair, it hadn't been cleaned properly in a while. I was giving it, I thought she'll come back next time. She'll probably like catch up, and it'll be fine to keep on top of after that, And then as soon as I realised that she jibbed me out of 10 minutes, I thought, you can get fucked. So I sent her
she might have had another appointment to go to, but she should have said, oh, look, I owe you 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, or she could have said, I'll refund you the 10 fucking minutes that I didn't stay for. She wasn't cheap either. She's £20 an hour, this woman. So I'm going to find you the messages. I'm going to read you what I said to her.
Ooh, a bit of beef.
So I said, hi, Carly. By the way, in case anyone's in Plymouth and listening, Super Mama Cleans. Fucking avoid. Hi, Carly. Thank you for coming out today. I've decided to go in a different direction with the cleaning. So you don't need to come again. I appreciate your time and effort and wish you all the best. That's nice, isn't it?
That's very nice.
Yeah. So she's replied, "Sorry, just finished. So sorry for late reply. You're absolutely welcome. I'm sorry to hear that after first visit. Can I ask if there was a problem? Just to improve services, as this hasn't happened in 2 years. So I'd like to know if there was a problem." Right?
Yeah.
So I said, "No worries, thanks for asking. I think the main areas for improvement are around time management and attention to detail. The bathroom was generally clean to a good standard, but I needed to tidy up afterwards. I also noticed the time spent was shorter than agreed, which certainly will have contributed to not everything being finished. My previous cleaner was able to complete both rooms in the allotted time, so it may just be that our arrangement wasn't the best fit. I hope this feedback is helpful for you moving forward." Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't open it. So she's to this day she's not opened it. So what I think she's done is read that in her notifications and then thought, well, fuck you. She was proper the type. She was a fighty woman. You know, you can just tell sometimes, can't you?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my juice of the week for you.
Excellent. I'm so glad that you gave her some feedback.
Got something to say? Well, don't be shy. Slide in our DMs, Topicopedia.online. Love us or hate us, we'll read it out loud, even if it's weird
or makes Jerry proud. Yeah, we saw your NFT. Cheers, Jer. Still can't unsee all that pubic hair. Then came the tale that we can't explain. A dildo dick stuck to the cabin in a plane. And who could forget
that fateful hour when chihuahuas rose and seized world power?
So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. Nothing compares.
Yeah, we don't care if your feedback is brutally honest.
And,
We will still open it.
We'll still open it. Yeah. We'll still read it out as long as it isn't, a dick pic or, something we don't want. Well, if it's brutal, that's fine. We can deal with that. And I don't think I was brutal with Carly at all.
No,
I thought I was really polite and informative and professional.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Nicely. Well, we got some feedback from Andy, of course. Andy says, speaking of spray painting flags around potholes to get them done, there used to be a guy who spray painted penises around to get the councils into doing them. I mean, that's brilliant. Yeah.
You see, they've always said that about like graffiti. Unless it's offensive, they wouldn't remove it. So
yeah,
the way to get it removed was to go and swear and put something really offensive on there. Exactly. And
then all of a sudden there's funds to do that.
Yeah.
Wild.
Suddenly they can manage to sort that, yeah.
Yeah. So then, bless him, he's really been quite brilliant at this. The Inanimate Object Olympics.
Oh,
so
yeah.
One by one, he has judged us.
Oh, okay.
We have been. So for the dressage, Steve's bandana wins, as horses, and he's quite right on this one, actually makes a really good point, as horses often have little headgear during dressage, and plastic bags are more likely to spook the horse, which would lose them lots of points.
Yeah,
so yeah, really good judging there. I'm quite impressed. So the next one, climbing Everest. I'll give it to Nicole, as we've all seen plastic bags places high up where they shouldn't be, like stuck in really tall trees. So that was kind of where I was going with that one. So yeah, brilliant. I'm happy with that. Mining to the center of the earth. Steve's plate would be able to shift more of the ground matter, more than the snipping of Nicole's scissors. So they both would have issues with boulders. True. That's true. But yeah, so I think he means that you get that one. So yeah, perfect. Trifle. I agree with Steve. Nicole would win that one due to turning the paper into a spoon, and the spoon would look a lot more civilized than using the plastic bag. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't say I wanted to be civilized. So, EastEnders cast replacement. The problem is, I want to give you both a point to collaborate and make your own episode of EastEnders with the toilet rolls and paper. Would be better than the real show, in my opinion. In mine too, Andy, I can tell you. Though I will have to give it to Nicole, because ripping the paper, you can make lots of characters and stuff, and even a little set. And then he said, the farting object, tough, as both make good arguments, but Nicole's is the only item where you can make a farting sound without adding a human element like raspberries. There you go.
Okay.
Although I was going with raspberries into it. But yeah, you're quite right. You probably could do that. So thank you very much, Andy. I've also got some feedback from... we've got Martin from Sunderland, who says, Nicole saying she's the serious journalist of the duo is like my dog saying he's a Michelin chef.
That's one clever dog.
That is one clever dog. And then he sort of goes on to say that his dog once ate half a lasagna out of the fridge, so technically he has Michelin experience. It depends who made the lasagna, doesn't it? I mean,
Ooh, can't knock a bit of lasagna. The dog's got taste.
Yeah, the dog's got taste. We got a little bit of feedback from Amy. The inanimate objects Olympics had me crying. I want a bronze medal for my ironing board after that performance. Okay. I mean, we can probably arrange it. And we've got Uncle Kev from Hull. Uncle Jerry deserves his own spin-off. Or at least an Asbo.
There's a bit of a difference between them.
He could possibly have both.
Yeah.
He probably has one of those already, actually. But yes, he probably could have his own spin-off. But we don't want to, give him too much limelight. We don't want it going to his head because he's used to it going to a different head entirely. And we don't want to mess with his blood pressure. Right. So, but thank you very much for all of that. We've also got a little bit of a voice clip, haven't we, Ste?
Yes, we have.
From Sally. Thank you very much, Sally.
I've got headphones in. But I just wanted to say, I'm listening to the podcast while I work, and you're discussing pineapple on pizza, which I'm not against. I have to admit, I do like a cheeky slice. If there's pineapple and ham on the table, I'll have it. It's not I'm not against it. But my friend, well, I should say more someone I work with, she used to put banana on pizza.
What?
So there you go. There's my feedback, because she was convinced that everyone was missing out with this banana on pizza. So yeah, I mean, I could understand. I don't know if you've seen them. There's like dessert pizzas, which in my opinion aren't really pizzas, where it's literally like chocolate spread and then they put stuff on the top. Maybe bananas on that, which is more really like a thick crepe. But anyway, no, she used to put banana on her pizza. So
that's
what
interesting.
What the fuck?
Although saying that, Domino's do desserts that are based with their pizza bases, like the Cinny Dippers and the Chocolata pizza thing, where it's chocolate on a pizza base.
But that's different. That's not like taking like a margarita and thinking, what can make this better? Oh, I know, banana.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is a big WTF.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
And fancy inflicting that on other people.
Fancy thinking that we're actually missing out. I mean, you might enjoy it, but I think you need to sort of come to accept that you're the fucking weirdo and just let us go about our business, I think, without putting bananas on pizza.
She sounds bananas.
Hey there, folks, come take a peek. It's notable news of the week. Headlines, highlights, what's on trend from start to finish, beginning to end. Stories big and stories sleek. It's scoop you wanna see. Smart and snappy, fresh and chic. Notable news of the week.
So, what has been happening in the news this week?
Well, I can't wait to find out. Because you know me, I've been under my rock
Notable news of the week.
Okay, let's get started with there's a a new Facebook page that's popular in. It's got over 10,000 members by Monday. What day were? Yeah, we're on Tuesday today, aren't we?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it turns out that a moose, which isn't native to Austria, has been spotted in Austria.
Oh.
So it's got a bit of a cult following. And it's been wandering around like residential areas, not just like in some fields. It's in residential areas, just living its best life.
He's lost.
Yeah, it sounds like he's lost, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Bless him. Him.
They've named him Emil.
Well,
How nice and to name him. How creative.
It's not very creative. Anyway, yeah.
So he's believed to have come from Poland via the Czech Republic. So yeah, travelling about a bit.
God, it's like the animals of Farthing Wood or Watership Down all over again, isn't it? But this is real life stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. He's definitely been on a journey.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just on a solo journey by the sounds of it.
They need
off
to
he
put a
goes.
tracker on him. They need to put a tracker on him so we can see where he goes next.
That's a good idea. Stick a tracker on him.
Do you reckon it's one of Santa's reindeer and he's just posing as a moose?
Yeah, why does some undercover investigation?
Yeah, he's making sure that the nice people are actually nice. Maybe elves are just not doing it this year, you know? Elves are all off sick with COVID or something.
That's so 2022.
I know. Oh, dear.
Elsewhere, hikers who climbed a Colorado mountain got more than just a sweeping view at the top. A man in an ice cream cone costume unexpectedly was handing out the frozen trees. So no one seemed to know who the man was who carried the ice cream sandwiches and bars, but he carried for around 27 kilograms worth over to Huron Peak over the Labor Day weekend. And word had been spread quickly to hikers still making the way up more than the 14,000 meter mountain. Sorry, 14,000 foot mountain, 4,000 meter mountain.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's a nice little treat, isn't it?
Very nice little treat, yeah.
But
Lovely.
I wouldn't fancy dragging all that ice cream up there.
Wouldn't fancy that. Is it me or would it be a bit chilly up there?
I don't know.
Maybe your ice cream wouldn't melt. Maybe that's like the whole plan. I don't know.
Let me find out. What is the temp at the top of... There we go. I will find out. Oh, I didn't put the K in. Let's see if ChatGPT knows what Huron P means rather than Huron Peak. It's having to think about it.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like you meant Huron Peak. Yes, I did. Well done. It's currently now 4 degrees with cloudy skies and feels like 1 degree.
Yeah, it's a bit nippy up there. See,
Yeah.
You get up there, and I'm not sure that ice cream is the first thing I would think of for a refreshment, but lovely idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just checking that's not the middle of the night. That's 9:27 in the morning.
Okay. Bit fresh.
Yeah. Fair dues. I'm just wondering how hot it does get in the day. 7 to 13 degrees, the daytime highs.
Okay.
So, no. Autumn and spring, typically -6 to 5 degrees. Winter, often below minus 18. Yeah, not somewhere I'm going to put on my wish list to visit. So,
no.
Good on you if you fancy.
Just open the freezer instead. It's quicker. it's a quicker way to get the Everest experience, and you can get ice cream there too. So it's a lot easier. Oh God.
Yeah. So I had a little political rant last week, didn't I?
You did. You sure did.
And you know what? It worked as well.
Did it?
Yeah. Angela Rayner is no longer in the position she was in.
Oh, which position is she in now?
Oh God, she's some backbench nobody now. She's been wiped. Sadly, Keir didn't get the memo that I said he was a clueless muppet because he's replaced him with David Lammy.
I don't know what that means.
He's another clueless Muppet.
Oh no!
You just
Have they got anyone who's not a clueless Muppet though?
not that I can see. Not on the front bench. No.
Oh dear.
No.
Well, they can only play with the cards they're dealt with, I suppose.
But they chose the deck of cards.
They did choose the bloody deck of cards. Yeah, that's true.
They were fobbed off. They got from Poundland.
Certainly not playing with the full deck. But anyway. Oh dear.
Anyway,
okay.
I've got a story here that I spotted this week. I've not actually read it in full. I just saw the title and I thought this is something for us to dive into.
Oh Lord.
So this is published by one of the Red Tops, obviously. Too hot to handle. Woman who moans she's too hot to get a job after 50 interviews blames her curves for taking the spotlight.
What?
Ali was sick of her curves taking the spotlight, so decided to use them to her advantage. So are we going to scroll down here and find out that she's got an OnlyFans or something, probably, at this point?
Surely.
Yeah, so, 50 interviews is a lot to go to. Well, even if you do have a big pair, for a start, looking at the photos, you'd probably put a bra on for your interview.
Look,
your interview
far
doesn't...
be it for us to tell anyone what to wear, but I would have thought that it would just be polite.
Yeah, you'd think the interviewer would... Scrolling through these pictures, the interviewer doesn't need to know that you've got pierced nipples, love.
No.
And
in fact, you can put some little... If you don't want to wear a bra, because they are uncomfortable as shit, just put pasties on. They're like... I don't know how to explain it to you, Steve. It's like a plaster, but it's big and round, and you put it over your nips. And it just means that if you're wearing something revealing, or if you don't want to see, through your top, it just hides everything.
Yeah. So the course that what she's trained in is being a nanny. So you can just imagine. You can imagine the conversations that have gone on after them interviews.
Oh, she's gonna.
He'll be like,
stealing husbands.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh yeah, I think we should take her on. She's the best fit.
Oh, I bet he thinks she's the best fit.
Yeah. Anyway, she's now a content creator.
Ah,
she's got over 525,000 followers.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah, I don't know what content she's generating.
Well,
she has now used her curves to create a social media career.
She looks lovely. She actually does look lovely.
Yeah.
So I hope she's making lots of money.
Well, actually, it's got here the average UK nanny salaries.
Oh, go on.
You can find out exactly how much you should be paying for a nanny.
Go on.
Live out nanny, permanent, from £15 to £25 per hour, depending on children, duties, etc.
Sorry, say that again.
15 to 20. A live out nanny, so not one that's living in the house. £15 to £25 per hour.
Right. Okay.
A junior live-in nanny, permanent, for 5 days, £25,000 to £35,000 per year.
Okay.
One that isn't a junior one, 35 to 50,000 gross per year. God, that's not bad money then, is it? Once you stop being a junior nanny.
And when you think that you're not paying bloody rent and things like that.
Yeah.
Go and be a live-in nanny.
I'm up for that, but I can't be doing putting up with kids.
No, that's the problem, isn't it? Ruin everything, don't they?
Yeah,
God.
If we could do the nanny job and get the nanny wages without dealing with the kids, sorted.
I'd be a pet nanny. I'd do it for dogs. I'd be a dog nanny or a reptile nanny.
I think that's a thing. I think you can do that.
I feel like it is a thing too.
I think.
Do you know? Go on.
I think there's an app for that. There must be an app. There'll be an app.
Oh, for sure. For sure. There's an app for everything now.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that you know that this has got nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but you know the Omaze house prize draws that they do.
Yes.
I dreamt I won the Cornwall one recently.
Oh, did you?
I dreamt, yeah, last night. That is what I dreamt. That I won the Cornwall Omaze house, and I was like, yeah, and it's mad because all these like influencers have been here. I've seen all the adverts with Emily Cannon in it, and the ones from Love Island, Lucy and whatever his name is, and yeah, and I'm like showing everyone around, and this house is like giant, like it's about 1,000 times bigger than it actually is in my dream. Like it's massive. It was amazing. I just had the most amazing house in the world, Steve, honestly.
Were you gutted when you woke up?
And it was worth 3 million, and I was like, it is lovely, but I could sell it and buy one for $1 million, and then I'd have £2 million, wouldn't I? And that's kind of what I decided I was going to do by the end of my dream. So
yeah, I suppose that's not bad. Not a bad idea.
No, that's bloody amazing. So now I feel like I ought to enter their prize draws. It might have been a premonition, although I am too late to win that one. Unfortunately, that has now been and gone. So, yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Not notable news. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. It would be notable news if you had entered and won it.
God damn right it would be. I don't think I'd be recording from my soft office, that's for sure.
You'd be in your brand new studio with your with your team.
With my team. God, yeah, we could have a team, couldn't we?
Could have a team, yeah.
I wouldn't have to prep anything then.
Wouldn't have to prep, wouldn't have to do our own editing and our socials and stuff like that. Right,
I better go win a house then.
Yeah.
BRB.
I'll try and do the same, yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Have we got any more notable news?
No, I'm out of notable news.
Okay, in that case, I mean, this is going to feel like notable news. So I found some of the most disturbing ever Reddit confessions.
Oh, okay.
And I thought we could take turns to read them out.
Okay.
So the first one is one of the darkest confessions ever posted on Reddit came from a man who admitted that he had lost his virginity to his own sister. The two began sleeping together when they were teenagers, and the relationship lasted for nearly 3 years. They even had an elaborate... Well, I've not heard that one before. They even had an elaborate plan in place in case their mother ever walked in on them. According to him, the relationship ended only after the family moved into a new house where they had separate bedrooms. Today, they act like nothing ever happened and maintain what he calls a normal sibling relationship.
Okay.
What was that's setting the tone for the segment, isn't it?
Yeah,
My God.
What was the plan? The elaborate plan. That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I mean, what elaborate plan would you have? Sorry, I was the bedsheet popped off, and I was just helping to put it back on under the duvet.
Yeah,
I found that ever so arousing. Excuse the boner. Lol.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Worrying. Okay.
A woman revealed that during high school, she often stayed at her best friend's house, but ended up sleeping with her friend's dad. Not once, but over 20 times. Years later, that same man was the one who walked her down the aisle at her wedding, with her best friend and husband completely unaware of their history. The guilt still lingers, and she admits she can't look at him without remembering those secret encounters.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
He sounds a bit of a nonce.
He's a total nonce. And she's a bit of an arsehole too. And yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, that's...
And why would you have him walk you down the aisle at your wedding?
I don't know. Maybe she hasn't got a father figure.
Well, I'd still fucking say she hasn't if she's shagging the guy or she's been shagging him.
Jesus. Daddy issues.
That is, daddy issues. I bet she called him daddy. I would bet money on that.
Yeah. Oh, these are grim. These are grim.
Oh, Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Let's keep. So, one Redditor described being the primary caregiver for his sister after she suffered a brain injury in an accident. While he provides for her and takes care of her daily needs, he confessed to a secret that he has never shared out loud. He wishes that she had died in the accident. He wrote that he loves her, but he also hates looking at her and resents the life he's been forced into because of her condition. It's a disturbing blend of love, guilt, and deep resentment.
You can almost kind of
I can understand it to a degree.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand it. But, he it's one thing to sort of think, God, it might have been better if you hadn't have pulled through this. It's not, it's I don't know. I feel like it's quite human, isn't it, to think those sorts of thoughts when in a situation like that. But, as long as he's not mistreating her, which it doesn't sound like he is, I think, he's just grieving for the life he should have had.
Yeah, it just feels a bit overwhelmed by the situation, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. A man who shared that he was obsessed with a woman to the point of stalking her for over a year. He hacked into her love interest computer, planted fake evidence to make him look like a stalker, and even helped her file for a restraining order against the innocent guy. His manipulation worked. The woman cut ties with the man she thought was harassing her and eventually grew close to her rescuer. The stalker married her, and years later, still, she doesn't know the truth.
Oh, that's quite fucked up. That's really fucked up.
That's if it's true. Although if it's on the internet, it must be true.
Of course. It is Reddit, and we have we can only believe or not what people are saying, because it is word of mouth, isn't it? But if that is true, that's pretty fucked up, and you're a bit of a see you next time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. One of the most infamous confession bear posts revealed a chilling secret. A Reddit user admitted that years earlier he had intentionally overdosed his sister's abusive boyfriend. The man had been tormenting his sister, and one night, after giving him too many pills, he simply sat back and let it happen. He was never suspected. Years later, he let the truth slip in a meme confession, and Reddit quickly pieced together what had really happened. Oh.
I wonder what came about with that.
I wonder if anything did happen. It sounds a bit like this guy was going to do it to himself at one point or another anyway. Not that it gives you the right to be judge, jury and executioner, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, these get worse. A student once confessed that he brought a gun to school with the full intention of killing several classmates. He walked the halls armed, waiting for the right moment, but fate intervened. The gun accidentally slipped from his clothing, clattered to the ground in front of others. The weapon was discovered and he was immediately expelled. In his confession, he admitted he still thinks about what might have happened that day if he hadn't dropped it.
Oh, wow. I mean, he must have had to have undergone a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
But, it's the fact that he kind of looks back and thinks, what might have happened if I hadn't have dropped it? It's almost like he's romanticizing it. I don't know.
If I hadn't have dropped it, yes, I would definitely have done it. Yeah, rather than actually, I would have seen sense before then and backed out.
And what's to stop him from doing something like that as an adult? I don't understand.
No,
why wouldn't he go into a shopping mall and shoot that up,
Yeah. I don't give him
Scary.
ideas.
Sorry, don't listen to me. I don't know anything. Yeah, that would be really shit. I'm not going to say anymore because I'm going to dig myself into a hole. Okay, next one. One of the creepiest neighbour secrets to hit Reddit involved a man who managed to maintain two entirely separate families for years, one in North Dakota and one in Nebraska, and he lived a double life, carefully dividing his time so that neither wife nor the children in either home knew about the other family's existence. Eventually, someone in the community uncovered the truth, and both families were left devastated by the revelation. Good God.
Yeah. Why does that feel like it's similar to to some of the unsolved mysteries we've done?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think that the double life thing happens a lot more than we think it does.
Yeah.
And I just think people are probably doing it on a smaller scale.
I think it's more difficult now in the age of social media being such a big thing. So
Agreed.
now I'm all kind of looking at the people who don't have social media. You know, those who don't believe in it. Like, okay.
Well, this is it. This is why, especially women are quite critical, not critical, well, I suppose critical, of men who say that, oh, I don't do Facebook and things like that. And it's like, oh, what you hiding, you know?
Yeah.
However, the older I get, the less I give a shite about Facebook and things like that. And the more I sort of feel wary about putting too much of myself on the internet. And so
I worry about putting too much of myself on the internet, but I'll put on an hour and a half of me chatting every week.
Of me telling how I sacked my cleaner, yeah. It's funny, yeah, but I have control over that. And no, it's things like people post. I saw a really good video. I'll have to forward it to you, Ste, recently, about how just posting a picture of your child online and how that can be used by criminals via AI to use that image in disgusting and horrible ways. It can be used, obviously, in the pedophile way to create content. It can also be used, their voices can be used and emulated to try and extort money from parents and things like that. Like, there's so many ways in which they can do it, and it makes you really feel like you have to, you know, you do have to be very careful. The internet is forever. So yeah, it is scary. And I kind of get people who don't really use the internet, like, you know, social media as much. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want no double lifer.
I think AI could, I think there's enough of us on the internet for AI to completely replicate our voices.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
We're going to have like security questions now for our family. If they think something's sus, they should be allowed to ask us a security question. Oh, dear.
What's the next one? We've got a confession that horrified readers came from a man with the disturbing fetish. He admitted to intentionally infecting strangers with parasites. He claimed he would contaminate food at buffets or shared spaces, knowing that people would become sick. He described it as arousing to him, and although it's unclear if the story was real or a troll, it remains one of the nauseating confessions to ever surface online.
I can believe that, though.
I can believe
there
it,
are
yeah.
sickos out there, yeah. And he's making them. Sorry. Yeah, that I can believe that. I think, yeah. And
I imagine that people would just blame the caterers.
Well, exactly. Oh, God, how many people's businesses have been tarnished or destroyed because of an outbreak of, you know, food poisoning that has been planted by somebody else. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dear. Okay, so a former heroin addict described a violent fight in which she gouged out a man's eyes. She said she dug her thumb so deep into his sockets. This is a bit grim, guys. Trigger warning.
I am a bit squeamish with eyeballs and stuff.
Yeah, you're not the only one. So, yeah, I'm not going to go into the details, but in her confession, she admitted that she felt nothing. No fear, no remorse, not even adrenaline, just emptiness. And the lack of emotion in her story disturbed readers as much as the graphic act itself.
It sounds to me like she's got bigger issues going on.
Sounds to me like psychopathy, because that is not normal to not feel anything.
No. Exactly.
I mean, even psychopaths usually at least enjoy doing that, don't they? So,
On the less violent but still unsettling side, one user admitted to posting fake job listings online. Although then it gets a bit sinister. He would then collect the CVs of real applicants, custom paste the best parts, and build his own super CV. He claimed it helped him land jobs which he wasn't remotely qualified for. While not as grotesque as the others, the deception and the fact that real people were exploited made it stick in readers' minds.
oh gosh.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine getting people's CVs and then selling the data. But no,
Yeah.
actually taking the best bits and passing it off and applying for jobs that you are not qualified for is also deeply unsettling.
Do you know, you saying about data fraud using CVs? Funnily enough, I have a friend, you might guess from the description who it is, but I'm not going to out them for it. They are they've got their tinfoil hat on, and they know they have. They admit this themselves. And they are terrified of AI and genuinely will speak to their Alexa very, very sweetly, although it goes against their nature to do so, because the belief is that when they become self-aware and take over the world, that they're going to kill all the people who are rude to them first, apparently. So bear this in mind when I tell you that they put all their details into ChatGPT to generate them a CV. And that even made me feel a bit weird, because I just thought, wow, that's a little bit too much personal information to put in one place, surely.
Oh, I find ChatGPT, I've called it all sorts the last few weeks. I think it's...
I know, but would you put all of
it's
your
not as
personal
smart as-
details into it like that?
Not as smart as I think. It can't remember stuff I gave it 5 minutes ago. So
Well, that's true. That's true.
so I'm not too
No,
worried
but
about
if
that
there
at the
ever was
moment.
to be some sort of data fraud, that would
Yeah.
be a really flipping good way of doing it, because, I don't know. I just feel like you got to be a little bit careful. Just be a little bit careful. Get it to write you a template and fill it in yourself or whatever. But just go a little steady, boys and girls, and where you put in all your info. The best one, not the best one, but one of the worst things I see is Facebook groups or pages or whatever. And then, it's groups actually, because random people will put posts up saying, I want to hear what were your grandmother's names? I'm looking for older names. And then there are people fucking saying in the comments what their grandmother's name was.
Yeah.
And it's like, hello, that's your security question number one, and you're just putting it on the Facebook comment section. Are you crazy? But
Good
it
luck will come
catches
to you
all-
if you post a 16-digit code on the front of your card and the 3-digit number.
Yeah. But yeah, so just be careful, guys. You don't know who these people are and what they're trying to achieve. It's generally people a couple of generations before us, Steve, who seem to fall for this. So yeah, definitely be a bit careful.
There's our bit of education for you for today.
Yes.
All your fears and darkest dreams, unsolved mystery.
So, as promised, the mystery of Polybius, the game that never was. In the dimly lit arcades of the early 1980s, an era of Pac-Man fever, quarter-fueled marathons, and the birth of video game culture, rumours began to spread of a strange new machine. It wasn't as bright or cheerful as Donkey Kong or Space Invaders. Instead, it was said to be sleek, black, almost ominous. Its name glowed in teal green letters across the top, Polybius. The legend goes like this. In 1981, a handful of these mysterious cabinets appeared in suburban arcades across Portland, Oregon, and teenagers who played it claimed the game was unlike anything else they had experienced. The gameplay, if the stories are to be believed, was a dizzying combination of puzzle-solving, flashing lights, and fast-paced shooter elements, hypnotic and disorientating at the same time. but the effects of playing Polybius went far beyond eye strain or sore thumbs. Players reported strange side effects such as vivid nightmares, nausea, sudden memory loss, and an overwhelming compulsion to keep playing. Some even claimed it altered their personalities. A few stories mention seizures, and one particularly chilling version tells of a boy collapsing after a marathon session, his last words muttering about the shapes in the game. Adding to the unease were reports of mysterious men in black suits visiting the arcades. Witnesses claimed these strangers would open up the Polybius machines, not to collect coins, but to gather data from the cabinet, adjusting settings and logging information. No one knows whether they were government agents or scientists. And then, as quickly as they had arrived, the Polybius machines were gone, just pulled from the arcades overnight. No records of the game's existence has ever been found. No cabinets turned up in collectors' hands. It simply vanished, leaving behind only stories. The name itself, Polybius, adds another layer of intrigue. Polybius was a Greek historian known for his work on cryptography and secret messages. Was this a hint or a coincidence, or maybe it was a deliberate misdirection? Over the years, theories have multiplied. Some believe the game was part of a CIA or government experiment, a project in mind control or psychological warfare disguised as harmless entertainment. Others think it was a prototype from a little-known German developer called Ste and Nicole, a name that roughly translates to sense deletion in German, though no evidence of such company has ever surfaced. Skeptics argue the story is nothing more than an elaborate hoax, a campfire tale for the digital age. The first written mentions of Polybius didn't appear until the early 2000s, decades after the supposed events. Some researchers suggest the story may have grown from a mixture of real events, such as reports of kids getting sick after long gaming sessions, the well-documented 1981 arcade incident in Portland, where a teenager collapsed after playing Tempest, and the culture paranoia of the Cold War era. And yet, every so often, rumours flare up again. Someone swears they saw a Polybius cabinet in the back of a warehouse. A mysterious file surfaces online claiming to be the original ROM. Each time the evidence crumbles under scrutiny, but the legend refuses to die. To this day, Polybius remains one of the most famous video game urban legends in history. A phantom arcade machine that may have never existed, but has haunted the gaming culture for over 40 years. So what is Polybius? Is it a sinister government experiment? A misunderstood arcade prototype? Or simply one of the greatest pranks in gaming folklore? The truth is locked away somewhere between the neon-lit memory and a myth. And until someone finds a real cabinet or proves once and for all it never existed, it'll remain a mystery you can almost see glowing in the corner of a darkened arcade, waiting for another player.
Oh, I don't even know what to say.
I think there's been a Netflix version of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find out what it was called.
That would be quite
unless I just imagined that a TV show similar to this.
Well, apparently everyone's imagined the Polybius.
Yeah.
Could happen. It's like a Mandela effect almost. That's wild. I can't even fathom. It must have existed, right?
Yeah. You know what? I can't even remember the show that it was on about. That I watched that was basically about it. That was like it. Google's not helping me. That's no good. So I don't know. What are you thinking about it?
I don't know. I've just literally Google image searched Polybius, and there are a couple of arcade games that have that written on the top. They don't look the same, funnily enough.
No, that's true. So these might be fans that have mocked them up, maybe?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't want to say that people are making it up, or it must have happened. But then why is it so hard to find a picture of one where they all look the same? You know, like they all look different. It does look like it's probably been fan made. I don't know. And how much, if we really do have sort of like Men in Black people collecting data from it, like what data can they really be gotten from an arcade game? I think it's more likely the sort of lines of subliminal messaging and things like that. If you want to go down the conspiracy route.
Yeah, I mean, unless it asks you to put in data, or they were trying to work out how long they could keep people playing it for. See how much screen time they could get you to stand there for. I mean, if they're getting you to play it to the point where you just collapse.
I was going to say, it does sound like people are maybe it's just a very good game and it was like mad addictive and people couldn't put it down. And that's why people were suffering, certain symptoms after playing it.
Possibly.
Which makes a bit more sense, personally, than,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't know how to explain that away.
I
think it's just... Go on.
There's a post online from 8 months ago of a Polybius machine and the gameplay on it.
Okay.
And they said, I played it for about 20 minutes and can report that I've not had any seizures or nausea, although it was super trippy. So he said that, there's a Polybius cabinet at a local barcade to me.
Okay. So, I mean, if it is super trippy, I think that's, people do feel... I must admit that if I play on my PS5 downstairs, and if I sit on the end of the sofa that is nearest to the TV, which is pretty close, I can feel a bit motion sicknessy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's probably just people playing a bit too much. Some people are more susceptible to, I think it's, like just being too close to a screen, staring at it for too long, maybe getting dehydrated. I don't know. But yeah.
I suppose early computer games, they weren't like super, like, it was all just like shapes and things. And you could kind of get lost in it, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds a bit like an interesting acid trip.
Yeah. So apparently at sinishlocken.com you can actually download the software yourself. So
cool.
It sounds like someone's made this up. Download the game.
Right.
Oh, it's a zip file. That sounds dodgy, doesn't it?
It does a little bit.
Yeah. You can download the artwork of the cabinet. So, you know what? I doubt it was a government thing. Although we do love a mystery like that.
Yeah. I don't believe it was a government thing. I just think people overplayed it, or it was just a bit too trippy for people. And maybe people, it's not to say that people hadn't actually taken something and, beforehand.
Yeah, well, perhaps.
Well, I could just see it, especially people who like to do things like mushrooms, that they do quite enjoy staring at trippy shit afterwards, don't they? So I feel like it could become a bit of a cult thing to get high and then go and stare at the trippy game.
Yeah, there you go. And you've solved it.
I've solved it, of course.
You've solved it. There we go. Who needs anyone when you've got us?
Who needs the FBI when you've got Topicopedia?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to something far more sensible. This week we are going to give each other really bloody unhelpful advice, Steve.
Oh, okay, I'm good at that.
So you and I have got some problems. We'll take it in turns. So one will tell us their problem, and then the other host offers the most unhelpful solution possible. Okay, there does need to be some sort of a solution, but it needs to be not helpful. So, yes.
Hang on. So does the solution have to work?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Okay. So who wants to go first? Who wants to have the problem first?
I'll have the problem first.
Okay, go for it.
My phone battery dies too fast.
Okay. In that case, what you should do is carry a generator around with you.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And some jump start cables. Yeah, put it in the
Okay.
backpack. And then when your phone dies, you can jump start it with
Okay.
the cables and the Jenny. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that will probably work. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad advice. I'll consider that.
Yeah, do you think that'll work for you?
It sounds a bit of
I
a
mean, it
hassle.
solves the problem, right?
I guess so. I guess so.
It's like a defibrillator for your phone. Okay. Well, for me, I always forget people's names right after they introduce themselves.
Okay. So then what you do is just reintroduce yourself.
Really?
Yes, you go, hey, I'm Nicole. And they go, hey, I'm Brian. And you go, oh, hey, I'm Nicole. And then they just think you're a complete knobhead and then just carry on the conversation then.
Oh, okay. What
See-
happens if they don't follow suit?
In what way?
Well, what happens if you're like, hi, I'm Nicole, and they go, hi, I'm Brian, and you're like, so you go, and I'm Nicole, and they're like, nice to meet you, Nicole. I'd be like, oh, no.
You need to know the name anyway. In fact, you've remembered, so I don't believe you.
And what I could do,
Because you used my example again.
yeah,
So you remembered.
no,
You did. I said Brian,
Yeah.
and you said Brian.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see where you're going.
So you're not
Yeah,
quite
I
as
did
forgetful as you
remember.
think.
I'm not as no, but it does happen, doesn't it? Name. Yeah, but if you used any brain, God, name other than Brian, I would have totally got it, forgotten it. But I mean, I don't know. I guess you could just call everyone Bob,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
anyone who is called Bob feels special. And
although you could really
everyone
do with a
else-
unisex name.
Oh,
Like
Bobina.
like Sam.
no.
Or
Sam.
Ashley.
Yes.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, so just call I'm solving my own problem here. Just call everyone by that one name, and then the ones who have that name, as I say, they feel special, and then the ones, the majority, they will correct you.
Yeah.
You sound like a knob because you don't know anyone's name, but you will know their name.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Oh, dear.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, my neighbour's dog won't stop barking at night.
Well, what you need to do is assert dominance
Okay.
by having a bark off with this dog.
Oh, I thought you were
need to
going to say piss on it.
No. Oh, no. You need to outbark that little shit. Do not let him think he's top boy, right? And then, once you've done that, I mean, the neighbours won't be asleep and probably won't thank you, but, you should be able to go back to bed and be...
The neighbours will take the hint as well, I guess.
Maybe they'll all come out and start barking as well. It'll be a barkathon.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. I feel like I know how you're going to answer this one, to be fair. I can never find matching socks in the laundry.
I've told you this story before.
You have. Yeah, you have.
I just buy the same socks from Amazon. And I've got like 50 pairs of them. And there's
Yeah.
only 3 patterns. So it doesn't matter if you mix them up. Well,
feel
I mean,
like
it kind of
that's not
does. I mean, but you easily going to come across the same pattern
Yeah.
again.
The thing is, though, is I don't know. I think that's actually quite practical advice. I don't think it's that unhelpful.
Okay, well, just fuck them off. Don't wear socks.
Yeah, but everyone's wearing socks and Crocs now. I don't want to be a loser.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that was in.
Oh, socks and sliders and Crocs. Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh, well, no one cool wears a matching pair of socks with their Crocs. You wear
Do
odd
they
ones.
not?
No.
Why should I conform
Go odd or
to
go home.
society standards? Yeah, I agree. I think you're right, Steve. I think you're right.
Bonus if they got like little ice creams on them or something. You know, just cute little pattern.
Yeah.
Or
That'd
melons
be good.
or peaches or something. Okay. Oh God, this is me. I keep procrastinating instead of finishing my work.
Oh, okay. So why don't you hire a body double to
Okay.
finish your work
Yeah.
whilst you watch Netflix?
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Apart from a little bit skint.
Okay. In that case, get a calendar.
Okay.
This is cheaper. And schedule your procrastination so that at least your procrastination feels productive.
Scheduled procrastination. I like that.
Yeah.
Scheduled procrastination. Let's add that to our dictionary, our Topicopedia dictionary.
Scheduled we should start this. We need a dictionary. Oh my God, yes. Oh dear.
What was the one that we used to do all the time? Oh, lavatorial profanity.
Yes, that
Yeah,
needs to
that
go
should
in
be-
there.
that
That's ours. Yeah.
Yeah, we own
Yeah.
that.
Oh dear. Anyway, right. So
No, I
I've got
don't
a
need that
problem,
this week,
Steve.
have we?
No, we shitting haven't.
There we go. Problem solved.
There we go.
You are solving problems today.
I am. So every time I cook pasta, it comes out either too mushy or too hard.
Okay, so what you do is when it comes out, if it's too hard, then tough shit, break your teeth on it. If it's too soft, then add some uncooked pasta in, and then it'll give you the crunch. And you got the soft and the crunch.
Oh, like even it out.
Yeah.
That's quite good. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to throw it away, would you? You wouldn't want to waste it.
No.
So yeah, just add a little more, have a bigger meal.
I mean, if it's
Fuck yeah.
too mushy, then make it even mushier. Turn it into a smoothie.
Pasta soup.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That might have to go in the dictionary as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay.
Okay, I can never decide what to watch on Netflix.
Right. Okay. So okay, well, just close your eyes, scroll wildly, and just accept whatever you land on. Just let fate make the choice for you.
Or just go on the internet and find a random word generator and search that random word, and you've got to watch the first result.
Ew, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You solved your own problem. What do you need me for? You need me to give you another problem. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I hit snooze too many times and I end up late for work in the morning. Or
Okay.
just late in the morning, actually. But, you know.
Well, don't go to bed. And then you're already up and you're ready.
That's true. Yeah, got all night to get ready for work, haven't I?
Yeah, sorted. Jobs are good. No worry
I
about
quite
getting
like
up
that.
then.
Yeah, I'm into that. Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting out in the middle of something important.
Oh no. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just shout your emails out the window.
I hope that it pass it along.
Yeah, someone will pass it along. Yeah, just shout it and then say pass it on, and then whoever hears that is duty bound to shout it, to pass it on. You have to, don't you?
Yeah.
It's the law. So I think, yeah, just honestly, I don't know why we have telephones and things like on the internet. Just
I
pointless.
mean, you assume that iCall's sending an email something important.
Oh, that's true.
It might not be an email.
Might not be an email. No. Well, you know.
Nothing worse than
Yeah.
dropping out while you're trying to have a wank.
Oh God, that's true.
How do you solve that one?
I think I don't know. You could move your router to a spiritual retreat so it can find inner signal strength.
It can recover from your dodgy search history.
It needs to. It needs a spiritual cleansing. Yeah. It needs the human equivalent of clearing the cache, I think. So, yeah. Okay. So my last problem is that I lose my keys at least 3 times a week.
Leave them in the door.
Do you think?
Yeah. And then nothing bad can come out of leaving them in the door.
Or just don't lock the door.
Yeah, but then you might not find your keys then. At least if they're in the door, you know where they should be.
Yeah, but let's just eradicate the use for keys entirely.
Okay.
It'll never have to worry me again if the doors are... Sorry, it's not me who's supposed to be giving this terrible advice, it's you. I'll be quiet.
No, I insist. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, just leave everything unlocked. Everything. Laptop, your front door, your locker, the changing cubicle, the swimming pool. Just don't lock anything anymore.
There you go. Job's a good one.
Yeah, job's a good one.
We are
Perfect.
just
Wow.
solving everything today, aren't we?
We are like agony aunts, but like really good ones and not cheesy.
Yeah.
It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week.
Okay, let's take a look at the Urban Dictionary. As ever,
Oh dear, oh dear.
why did I think that I'd prepped enough of this and then actually I've not?
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's begin. Oh, okay. What is... I've got a couple. Okay, we will go with that one. You know what? I'll open up a bonus one.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, right. The...
God. He's laughing already.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Let's
okay.
not start with that. Oh, I don't know which one to start with.
Okay.
Okay. We will start with fluck. What is fluck?
Is that when... Is that... Oh, it's like when you don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, an alternative way of swearing that also pays tribute to the 1950s bombshell actress Diana Dawes, whose original last name was Fluck. The word is always capitalised when written to signify this. So, using context, you've got to be fucking kidding me, man. I'm all out of flux to give about this. Fucking A. And who gives a fluck?
I thought they'd abbreviated flying and fuck, so, you know,
Well,
just
you
to
can
make it
take
quicker.
it as that.
So you can be all like, I don't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck about your.
There'll be zero flux given
problems.
about that, bro. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That works. Exactly. That works.
It works. Yeah. Okay.
You can use that this week in your conversations.
Oh, I've probably already used it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Jack in a box.
This sounds really rude. Is it really rude?
It's a little bit. It's not
A
the worst
little
one.
bit?
It's not the worst one today.
Oh, okay. Well, normally when you're jacking, and a box is normally in reference to a certain part of one's anatomy. Is it anything to do with those things together?
Not together, no. It is a penis that looks average until it is aroused and then erects to a size well above the norm.
Okay.
Using context, yes, my penis looks only about an inch long when it's soft. Slam piece. Well, I must admit, you're a jack in a box. What a nice surprise.
I mean, we just call it a grower, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's quite funny. I quite like it. Yeah, it works. It works.
Okay, which one next? We will do I don't know if I've done this one before. All right, we'll go with this one first.
Go on.
Frozen trumpet. What is a frozen trumpet?
Is it someone who farts into jars in the bath to sell the farts, and then, I don't know, for storage purposes, they put them in the freezer?
No, it's not.
Look, I have no idea. These are shots in the dark, all right?
It's okay. I'm kind of relieved you didn't get it right.
Okay.
So it is freezing your own poo and using it as a solid dildo. Using context, I really enjoyed using my frozen trumpet last night. No? You're not liking that one?
Not for me, no.
Yeah.
I think I might pass on that one at bedtime.
Okay, what is the jalapeno popper?
Is this the one you were laughing at?
Yeah, a few of them. I've lost on all of them, to be fair.
Is it right? You've eaten a jalapeno and your mouth's all spicy, and then you go and give head, and it's like you have a spicy willy.
That's not bad. The act of pouring pepper down a girl or guy's asshole before giving anal, then making the receiver fart out the pepper right before the giver jizzes on the back. Using context, guy 1, yo dude, while you were sleeping, I brought this hot ass chick back into our dorm whilst I was drunk last night and gave her the jalapeno popper of a lifetime. Guy 2, that's weird. Guy 1, what is? Guy 2, my asshole felt like an open fire since this morning.
Okay, that's the best one we've had in a very long time. That might be my favourite of all time. It's ridiculous, but fantastic. Yeah, that hit me right on the funny bone. That one did.
Oh, we get the good ones now and again.
Oh my dear.
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week. So unique. It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Do you want to know who the winner was?
As long as it's me.
Oh, I won't tell you then. It was quite a lot in my favour, which surprised me because yours was freaking hilarious. So, yeah.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
It is what it
have you
is.
got, Claire?
Everyone's
What
allowed
have you
to
got?
make their own choices.
But you've got to pull back your title now. Well, your title. You know,
Okay.
you've got to bring it back now. So, what have you got? What are you going to do that with?
Okay, so this one it's a little bit silly.
It's a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
So it's a road sign and it says, red squirrels drive slowly. And it says below, of course they do. Their feet can barely touch the pedals. Cut them some slack.
Oh, okay, that's quite good. That's quite good. Okay. Right, for me this week, I've got like a pencil sketch of someone jumping out of a moving car, and the caption is me takes a bite of the sandwich, and then the tomato is the man jumping out of the car. It's so fucking true though, isn't it? When you take a bite into a sandwich or a burger and half the filling just shoots out the back.
Yeah. Oh, Subways are the worst for that, aren't they? Subway ones, they just load it up and you take a bite and it just everywhere.
Do you know, I don't really have that problem with Subway too badly. I don't know, there's a knack. You got to get your hand around that 12 inches, Stu. That's what it is.
Oh well, I'm no pro at that.
Guzzling 12 inches.
No.
Fair enough. Not everyone is born with the talent. What can I say? Maybe she's born with it, or maybe it's never mind. But of course, head over to the website, topicopedia.online, vote for your favourite meme of the week. And I'm really appreciating all the votes that we're getting at the moment. So please stop what you're doing just for a second. Head over to topicopedia.online, scroll down a bit on the homepage and vote.
It's rude, it's crude, it might make you leak from laughing so hard you can't even speak. Two filthy jesters delightfully bleak. We'll make you laugh, snort and blush in a streak. It's Topicopedia's Joke of the Week.
Okay, so what have you got for us this week, Stu?
Well, I asked the surgeon if I could administer my own anaesthetic.
Oh, okay.
He said, sure, knock yourself out.
Simple but effective. I like that one. Yeah.
So, so far today, I've opened up 3 birthday cards and I'm up to 120 quid.
Oh.
Yeah, I love being a postie.
Oh, no. Don't. That's quite accurate, I think.
No, of course it's not. Who's sending cash?
Sue.
Who's sending cash through the post anymore?
Oh, do you know what? It has happened recently, and I keep having to tell the person off for doing it. It's lovely that they do it, but for God's sakes, even send a check.
Yeah.
Don't send cash. Don't do it.
Anyway, who started the rumour that the moon is made of cheese?
It could have been me.
Was it you?
It could have been me. Carry on. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, though.
It was.
Okay.
It was the Illuminati.
Okay. Cheesy, but I like it.
Oh,
I had to.
Oh, that comment's just great.
I'm surprised we didn't have Tamara. What was her name? Tamara.
I can't remember.
I'm surprised we didn't have her.
I've not heard in a while.
line.
I hope she's well.
They ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Oh, Tamara.
That's how you know a joke's gone down well.
Yeah.
Because it's cheesy. Yeah.
What's the difference between a condom and a coffin?
I don't know.
They're both filled with stiffs, but one's coming and the other's going.
Very good. Very good.
I've got one more.
Okay.
What's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball?
Oh, I don't know.
A guy will actually look for a golf ball.
Yeah, that's flipping true. Okay. So today, I was talking to my mate, and his son asked him, "Can I have a bookmark?" And my mate burst into tears, and he said, "I'm 11 years old, and he still doesn't know my name's Brian." Oh dear. Where do you take someone who has been involved in a peekaboo accident?
No idea.
The ICU.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Why didn't I see that coming?
Did you hear that the police arrested a demon?
No.
Yeah, they got him on possession. Okay, last one. Oh god, this one's gonna get me into trouble, I think. Okay. Why is Dwayne Johnson the only man who can turn lesbians?
Oh, I don't know.
Because rock beats scissors.
I like that.
We'll leave it there for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. As always, head over to topicopedia.online, where you can fill out our sexy feedback form and leave us your feedback there. Don't forget to vote for Meme of the Week, and you can leave us feedback on any of our socials. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.